This is Frickin' Frack. They are 3 weeks old, and they are Rhode Island Reds, used only for eggs and as pets. They're so cute.
Well,
they're still skittish, so we try to spend some time with them so they can get used to us.
And this is the red light to keep them very, very warm.
Yes, and we adjust it about every week, 5 degrees. So that's them. And this is where we start all of our seeds. We still have some broccoli in the middle, marigolds on the left. That's for pest control out in the raised beds. And thyme. Then we're waiting for some jalapeno peppers to sprout, as well as our San Marzano tomatoes, which I cannot wait to can. So this is our little nursery for them. This is our worm barrel. And I should have given you a warning because this can be kind of gross. But you want to lift it up? This is where we put all of our table scraps, and we got a load of fruit flies, which is why I have this cup of apple cider vinegar to kind of control that. Because it's out here in the garage, and the garage is next to the kitchen, and you can do the math. So I put a little bit of organic soil in there to kind of give the worms a familiar environment. And we toss in everything but onions and garlic.
The last time
and we shred some papers. This is not shredded, so we need to take care of that.
And the last time I saw the worm, it was about like this big.
They get to be huge, huge, huge.
But you do not put any onions because they can really kill them because of how strong they are.
Yeah. So I made the mistake and watered this too much, so that's why we have that little pool of nastiness on the bottom. So I'm gonna try to get rid of that. I've learned, this is my first time, so it's kind of trial and error. But that's why we have the apple cider vinegar. Sorry, fruit flies. Rest in peace.
Got it. And what we have here is this is the basil. You can tell because of its smell and shape. This is the tomatoes. No, this is Morning Glory. That's Morning Glory. Okay, sorry.
Glory.
This is Morning Glory, and this is
watermelon.
This is watermelon, which is gonna take about 50-something days, but I can't wait. It's gonna be so good, and we try. See, like I told you, we thought that it was gonna be like a short, like we can put it over there, and stuff, but
we don't want dogs peeing on our watermelons.
And like you have to put little holes at the bottom so that it won't drown the seeds. And if it drowns the seeds, then it won't live. So we put a little hole at the bottom, and this will help you save much more money. So see, you can put a huge hole, which is good too.
Very good, baby. And let's go on to the side garden.
And it gets more air.
These are our 3 strawberry bushes. They're still little babies.
These are some carrots that we have grown.
No, I picked the carrots, baby. These are, I planted last year some cilantro seeds, and they didn't come up, so I thought they were pretty much a dud. And this spring, we have them now. As you can see, I put some wood chips as well as the chicken droppings around the base of the plants to kind of help them out. They've been doing really well since I put it there.
So
it's kind of like fertilizer.
Yeah, it's kind of like food to them, like the.
So right here, what we're gonna do is plant some blueberry bushes, a blackberry bush, and what kind of trees, ladies?
Pear tree and peach trees and
that's it.
And plums. Yeah, plum trees.
If we have enough room, we don't want to overcrowd them, but there are going to be dwarf trees because we don't have a lot of room right here.
Yeah. And this is kind of an old tree, but we're just going to let it grow a little.
Yeah, we're going to see if it can come back to life. I see a little buds on there. We don't want to kill it.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what that tree is, but
save the tree.
Yeah.
Got the lure actually. Let it live. Let it live.
In our backyard, we have a creek that's kind of eroding, so we need to do some reinforcement on both sides. But beyond there, we're going to put a pond with some tilapia fish and a seating area and a stone fireplace that I'm going to try to build out of reclaimed stone, brick, etc. Okay.
Is a compost bin that we have put together.
It's hardware cloth from Lowe's. It's, I believe, 19 gauge, about $15, so it's not bad. Yeah, let's take that out. We don't put any table scraps. I keep that for the worm bin indoors. We don't put any dairy, meat, etc. Just kind of weeds, long clippings,
and dead leaves
yeah.
that you can just put in there, and it's going to turn into a really good soil.
Yes. Over here we have a pallet that I will disassemble and build a chicken tractor, a chicken coop, or a chicken run with a chicken coop. Not sure of my design yet. We only have 2 chickens, so I want to give them enough space, but it doesn't have to be too giant. They're going to be caged because we have a lot of coyotes and raccoons and possums around, so we definitely want to keep them safe. They're just for eggs. They're not going to be for meat, so and they're our pets, so we want to keep them nice and safe.
Yeah, like a dog. You don't want to kill a dog and eat it, right?
This is our rain barrel that we finished installing today. It's just with some irrigation hose running from the gutter, the downspout.
You gotta cut a little hole and stick it in there so it can get the water. And you do need some. You might need.
Yeah, we needed some duct tape. I don't like it. It's all gray.
But if you need it, but just to like if there was a big windstorm, you could just tape it down. And then this is for. This is basically for our garden.
This is our morning glory that I am going to train to go up this pole. Hopefully we won't need the pole for too much longer because it looks tacky there, and it'll hopefully grow a great distance up the holes, kind of make it look better over here.
Yeah.
Don't want this to look tacky, but we have the spigot attached to a garden hose, and this garden hose is just for these raised beds.
And these raised beds, we put tomatoes,
cucumber, cantaloupe, kale, lettuce, basil. We have a couple morning glory trying to grow here. Trying to do all natural pest control to kind of keep our produce organic.
We did it all together, and so that we did it by ourselves, so that we won't have to spend any money, and we're trying to save a lot of money. Again,
these are just, I believe they're 2 by 8 by 10s that we had split down the middle and just nailed them in place. We bought them at Home Depot. They were like $5 and some change each, so pretty cost effective.
And you can get them cut for free.
Yeah, the guy did it for free.
Yeah.
Over here we have some tomatoes. We have some peppers. We have green peppers, habanero peppers. We have some onions and some thyme over here.
Yeah. And is that it?
I think that's it. We're going to keep posting regularly so you can see the progress. We're crossing our fingers for progress. This is the first year that I've done something like this on this scale. So there's obviously a learning curve. So if anyone has any suggestions what we can do to kind of improve our little homestead in the suburbs, we would greatly appreciate it. You want to say bye, girls?
Bye. Have a good day.